Hey everyone, it's Eva. How's it going today? I'm going to be teaching you one of my favorite recipes that I like to make for a snack, for appetizers if I'm having guests over, and sometimes I even have it for a meal. I'm going to be pairing it with 3 of our products. I'm going to be changing our recipe just a little bit to go with those 3 different products. So let's get started. The first recipe we're going to be pairing with our Iona, which is my favorite white wine we have. Iona is very sweet, it smells a little tropical, it finishes off very grapey, and it's a semi-sweet white wine. My favorite. We're going to start with this recipe, which is pretty much going to be the base for the rest of them. So it starts with a piece of Genoa salami that's cut a little on the thicker side. I have some light cream cheese. I'm going to take about a teaspoon and smear it all over the salami. If your cream cheese is room temperature, the smearing process is a lot easier. So just smearing it on. And then I have some black pepper. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. If you have fresh cracked black pepper, I recommend using that. I'm all out right now. You know, quarantine. Gotta use what we have, right? So here's some banana peppers. You can put on as many as you like. I'm just going to make one of these. I just wanted to show you the base recipe and then show you the other 2. This is going to be my lunch today. You can fold this in half and have like a little taco. I like to fold it in quarters, and if I'm entertaining, I'll put a toothpick through it. So it's like this cute little pocket of deliciousness. I'm going to go set this on a tray, and then later on we're going to do a taste test where I'm going to do the wines and one of our fusions with the 3 different recipes. So this recipe is one of my favorites. This one uses the same Genoa salami, and I'm pairing it with our fusion Taste of Harmony. This is our Riesling and original cider. It's a little on the drier side. It goes so good with these flavors. This one's kind of inspired by like some Greek flavors. So Taste of Harmony, original cider, and our dry Riesling. So good. You get apple and grape, and it finishes off nice and crisp. Earlier, I made these cucumbers. I'm going to show you how I did that right now. So here you're going to see me slicing up some cucumbers, going on the thin side. Perfect. So keep on slicing. I forgot to mention I added a little bit of garlic powder to this recipe too. And then we're gonna make a little dressing with half of a lemon and some onion powder, about a teaspoon. You can adjust the seasonings as you like. Here's some oregano. I'm doing about 2 teaspoons. Rub your dry herbs. If you're using fresh, don't worry about this step. Now I'm doing some dry basil, about a teaspoon. Again, rubbing them together to release their flavors. Now I'm adding some black pepper and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Rubbing this together just to make sure every piece of cucumber gets the seasoning on it, and boom. And with these cucumbers, we're gonna put these on top of some of that light cream cheese, just plain light cream cheese. Feel free to add some roasted garlic to this or whatever other flavors you like. I'm going to do about half a teaspoon because I'm also going to be adding some feta cheese on top. Half a teaspoon of cream cheese on each piece of salami. And I'm only going to make 2 of these. Like I said, low carb, delicious. This recipe would also go really good with our peachy keen. I love peachy keen. It's nice and fruity, and it uses our Sauvignon Blanc, which finishes off crisp and has that lemon that goes really good with the cucumber. So now we're gonna layer on the cucumber. I put about 3 or 4 pieces. I slice these cucumbers nice and thin. And then we're gonna top it with just a little bit of crumbled feta. Just a little. And this is reduced fat crumbled feta. I'm trying to watch what I eat, you know. Summer is coming. Who knows if we'll be able to do anything, but it's always good to take care of your health. So that's these. Look how good that looks. Oh my goodness. So these ones I'm going to fold like this, and then with the toothpick or these adorable little forks I found, you just stick it in like that. And then we're gonna drizzle a little olive oil on top and maybe a little bit more feta. And that's our second recipe. Really, really fun. And it's gonna start with some Winery. I soaked some salami in Winery earlier. I'll insert a clip right now. We lightly oak Winery in French barrels, and it has this beautiful dark raspberry color. It's very peppery tasting. Very dry. You might get some blackberry notes with it. It's one of my favorite ones to cook with, and that's why I soaked some pieces of salami in it earlier. I'm just gonna lightly dab those dry right here. This is just a little paper towel. Whoops. Put that down. Make my life a little easier, right? So just gonna lightly dab these. I just marinated them in some red wine. Yes, I marinated salami in red wine. This is a great snack, a great appetizer, and it's a great way to use our Winery. So this you can just discard. It's just a little bit. If you want to drink it, go right ahead. I'm sure someone's crazy partner would do that, you know? Maybe you would do that. No judgment. Here's our marinated salami. I'm going to move that off to the side. Here I have about 2.5, 3 tablespoons of cream cheese, and I'm going to add roasted peppers and roasted garlic to it, and I'll insert a clip on how I did that right here. You're going to rinse off about a dozen mini bell peppers. You're going to put a handful of peeled garlic cloves, a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and then put it in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And then once they're done, you can put them in a bowl with a lid on it for about 10 minutes. Then peel the skin. It should come right off. I skipped that step. Just slice them up, put them in a bowl, and then you're going to take that roasted garlic using the side of your knife, and we're going to mash it on the cutting board right now. And then you just scoop it up, put it in the dish, and that's what we're going to be using. Pretty simple, right? So these, I'm just going to add into the cream cheese, just like that. Make sure you get all of it. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of onion powder, and I'm not doing too much black pepper or salt because I seasoned these peppers and garlic before I put them in the oven. So there's my little mix. You can add some basil. If you have some like fresh herbs, that'd be perfect. You can add some tomato, parsley, whatever you like. You can change this up completely and turn this into like a Southwest style instead of Italian. What I'm going to be adding, because we are using our Winery, which pairs so well with this ingredient, is some balsamic vinegar. Just a little bit, maybe like a teaspoon if you want to measure this. Little splash. We're going to mix that into our cream cheese. It smells so good. We're using room temperature cream cheese, remember. It makes it so much easier to mix all these ingredients together. And spread it on our salami. So if you're doing this for a event and you're using it for like an appetizer, what I like to do is I will get these all together and then I'll put them in the fridge for about an hour before the party so that the cream cheese has some time to firm up. That's optional, you don't have to do that. And since this is mostly peppers, I'm going to do a pretty nice scoop on my salami. Nothing too crazy. We are eating a bit of cream cheese right now. Thankfully, it's light cream cheese, which makes me feel a little better about eating it. You can add some tomato in here, fried onion, you can add a little more cucumber. You could also go and make this like a pimento cheese spread if you want. That would be good. You know, I am going to add a little bit of dried basil on top. And these ones, I am going to fold into the triangle, and these are also going to get a little fork in them. They look so good, and they're gonna pair amazingly with our new array. Are you ready for this? So we're gonna put our finishing touches on these two. I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit of olive oil on the top. Just to refresh our memory, this is the basic recipe, which is just plain cream cheese with banana peppers, or you can use pepperoncinis. I just use this cute little fork, or you can use a toothpick to secure it. That I'm pairing with our Iona, which is a semi-dry white wine, one of my favorites. The second recipe is a Greek-inspired salami skewer, I guess you can call it. This has lemon, marinated cucumbers, and feta with some Greek-inspired spices. I'm pairing that with our Taste of Harmony. And again, you can use toothpicks or these cute little forks. I love them. This is the final recipe, which is roasted red pepper and balsamic cream cheese with a red wine marinated salami. We use Genoa salami for this one, and we are pairing that with the Winery, which is also the red wine we soaked it in. This first recipe is the plain one we were talking about. I'm going to take the skewer out just for tasting purposes, and I'm just going to give it a little try. I'm not going to eat all of these. So good. You get the smokiness from the salami, creaminess from the cream cheese, and that little spice from the banana peppers. If you're using pepperoncinis, I recommend slicing a little hole in the bottom and draining the juice out first, or else when you take a bite, they kind of explode in your mouth. It's kind of fun, but it's a little bit of a mess. We're pairing that with the Iona. So that spicy, creamy saltiness going on here really amplifies the sweetness of the Iona and rounds out that grape taste. So instead of it just finishing with grape, you kind of get the grape all the way through. So good. I hope you try this. Our second recipe is the Greek-inspired salami roll-up skewer, whatever you decided to call it. This is the one with the cucumber and the plain cream cheese, the feta, and the oregano and basil and garlic. We're pairing this one with our Taste of Harmony, which is our original cider and dry Riesling. These two are probably going to be so good together. And I had a thought, you also could pair this one with our Moonstruck. The dryness and the raspberry would go really well with these ingredients. So let's give this one a try. This one's a little on the messier side. So good. Just like with the Iona, it really smooths out all the flavors of our Taste of Harmony, and the apple and grape really blend so well together that you can't even really taste the difference. The lemon in this as well makes the Taste of Harmony taste a little sweeter than it actually is. I'm gonna finish this one because it is a match made in heaven. Please give these a try. And finally, our last one. This one kind of is a little riff on like a veggie cream cheese. So it has roasted red peppers, roasted garlic, some olive oil, and balsamic in it. I marinated the salami in our new array, which is our peppery, unoaked dry red wine. These two are probably gonna be really good too. I've said that about all of them, but hey, I know what I'm doing. That. I'm so happy I made extra cream cheese because I'm going to be spreading that on pretty much everything. Oh my goodness. Stuffing that cream cheese and some chicken breast would be amazing. Maybe even adding a little of the Winery in the cream cheese as well as the balsamic. You really get the pepperiness coming through in the Genoa salami. Ooh, it really amplifies the oak in the wine. You get the oak, you get the black pepper, and it pairs so well with this. Oh my goodness. Good job, Eva. So everybody, I hope you give these recipes a try. Please post it on our Instagram, which is @RaymoreCellars, or on our Facebook page, which you can find also @RaymoreCellars. Give us a like and subscribe to our videos, and keep an eye out for our future scone video. Have a great day, everyone.